attack ads, endorsements, testimonials, all of these things, they are political adverts, and they've been at the centre of the US election for decades on TV and in the print press. But the world has changed. Mark Zuckerberg, whether he likes it or not, CEO of Facebook, now finds himself right at the centre of the race for the White House. So when we're talking about what this means, of course, we're looking at 2016, those allegations of foreign interference, of massive misinformation campaigns that people say Facebook failed to act on. That casting a long shadow over the company that Mark Zuckerberg now is trying to escape from with this election. In a lengthy post outlining exactly how the company will protect democracy and, in his words, prevent or aim to prevent civil unrest. So you might have seen a lot of headlines claiming there'll be no political adverts on Facebook or a ban on adverts in the final week. There's a bit of nuance here that we've got to tease out. This is what Mr. Zuckerberg actually said. There'll be no new political adverts appearing in those 7 days, but people will be able to continue running posts already on the site. So if you've already got the advert up there, you can keep it running right the way through to Election Day, including making adjustments to it. You just can't put anything new up in 7 days. So some people are saying this isn't quite the full-on ban that we saw, for example, on Twitter. No political adverts at all allowed on Twitter. Facebook also going through announcing some other moves here, including this here, labels. They say they'll be adding labels to any politician who claims victory before the official results are in, and also labels to any posts claiming that the election is in some way fraudulent. Also, here, there'll be a limit to the number of times you can forward on content through Messenger, similar to what we've seen in the past with WhatsApp, aiming to prevent viral misinformation going through these kind of closed chat circles. And then here, Facebook have said they will take down, a bit of a rare move for them here, they will take down COVID-19 misinformation, in some way threatening people, saying if you vote, you'll get COVID. This kind of voter suppression, they said they will tackle. So what exactly does all this mean? Does it amount to a big game change? Well, I spoke to Sam Jeffers. He's an advertising expert. And I asked him, well, if we're looking at ads, what about these other non-paid-for posts that will still be on the platform? This is what he told me.
I mean, I think ads are important because, typically in political speech, we regulate the money. And that's how lots of election law works, transparency of donations and transparency of spending. And so we use money as a kind of proxy for that. I mean, the issue with social media is obviously that we give people potentially enormous reach for absolutely free, and the cost of communicating has fallen to near zero in many cases, and in a way that we don't really have good signals of what's trustworthy or what's not, and those sorts of things. So I think longer term we need to be looking at what is trust on the internet, and we're nowhere near having solved that problem. And so until then, I think and with the existence of social media, I think we're going to have these quite destabilizing sort of information environments.
Well, as Sam's saying, there are big questions raised by all of this, but Facebook trying to defend themselves against accusations they'll repeat the mistakes of 2016.